Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, you guys! Welcome back to my channel, Just Simply Sports here with me. I am Kaja. I am in a festive mood, you guys. As you can see, I have not posted in a little while. I was not feeling well, so I'm just really happy because I miss posting, you guys. I missed it. I tried to do some videos, but the sound, the sound wasn't sounding. I didn't sound good. So I couldn't post it. And I was like, oh, I'm missing some great content. I'm missing some great things to talk about. But I was like, I gotta wait because I don't feel good. So if you're new here, I welcome you. Please like and subscribe. Do not turn my video off because of my singing in the beginning. I was just trying to spread Christmas cheer. So please like and subscribe if you're new here. And if you're not new, thank you for your continued support. I appreciate you. Now, you guys, I knew that this was coming. I knew that as Juju's star started to grow and rise and ascend, that it was going to be met with Caitlin Clark comparisons. And for me, I don't understand why. I never understand why every time someone, women wise, in general, we have this whole habit as people of always comparing one to the other. And I knew when I saw a first take a few days ago when Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith were talking about Juju, and when Stephen A. said that, maybe he did it on purpose for clickbait, who knows? But when he said that line specifically, when he said we should be talking about Juju the same way we talking about Caitlin Clark, I said, oh, that's it. They're going to take it, blast it all over social media, and it did not disappoint you guys. I have seen that trending, and why, I don't know. What I want to ask you guys is, why should we talk about Juju less? Okay, like Caitlin Clark in her first 2 years, yes, people knew her, but it was not the same way how it was her last 2 years in college. And that's no slight to Caitlin Clark. Everybody has their time, everybody has their season, my personal opinions. But Juju, in terms of her popularity and where she is now, like freshman year, she had an incredible year last year. Back again, her sophomore year, again, it's obviously beginning of the season, but she's doing some great things. I believe she broke one of Caitlin Clark records a few weeks ago. And I see, I came across this channel I'm going to play in a second, and the narrative is that we should not be celebrating Juju in the same light as Caitlin Clark. I don't understand why. What has Juju done or not done to not give her her credit and her flowers and her acknowledgement to say, hey, we see you, you're doing wonderful things, keep it up? And why does it have to be compared to Caitlin, who was in the W, who's also doing great things? She had an incredible rookie season, broke all kinds of records, broke all kinds of barriers that hadn't been broken, things, records set that hadn't been set ever. Why do we have to talk about Juju less? Or why can't we talk about her just as much? I don't understand this narrative, you guys. I'm going to play this video. Perhaps maybe you guys can shed some light on me and shed some light on this perspective for me, excuse me, and brings a different, some different insight, because I'm missing the whole point of this, you guys. And it's really frustrating that we have to always come here and do this and continue to push these negative narratives.
And Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp both played the card of, oh, we should be talking about Juju Watkins the same way we talked about Caitlin Clark. Listen for yourself.
I don't know if I've seen a woman college basketball player as polished as Juju Watkins. Stephen A., the way she can put the ball on the floor, get to the rim, Euro step, one leg, three-point shot, mid-range shot. And she can play outstanding defense. She'll sit in the chair. She can block shots. She can slide. Stephen A., she is as polished as a basketball player as that we've seen at the women's level.
Yo, man, we should be talking about her the way we talked about Caitlin Clark last year. Juju,
absolutely.
Juju's special. I'm telling you that right now. She is the package. And she's going to be special.
Juju Watkins ain't the same as Caitlin Clark. And I'll tell you why. I've already explained this, but let me re-explain. Playing in Los Angeles at USC is not the same as playing at Iowa. It's not racism that's keeping everybody in Los Angeles away from Juju Watkins basketball games. Here's the process on building stardom, basically in any of these entertainment endeavors. You have to dominate at home.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell he's talking about, honestly, you guys, respectfully, because I feel like I subscribe to the channel because I like to always hear different perspectives. And, I love sports. So I love to hear different people analyze and hear their point of view. Even if I don't agree with it, which I don't agree with this at all, but I like to be open minded as much as possible. But I have no idea what he's talking about. Juju Watkins absolutely deserves to be talked about the same way Caitlin Clark was when she was in college. Why not? She is definitely, my personal opinion, just from watching their styles of play, they're obviously very, very different. I feel like Caitlyn obviously dominates more of, a Steph Curry like female shooter, pulling up from the parking lot, knocking down the threes, her assist, her high IQ, again, phenomenal talent, lovely to watch. I have no issue with anybody watching and supporting Caitlin Clark at all. Nothing bad to say about her. But why is it that we always have to discredit one female player or, to uplift somebody else? Why can people not want to watch Juju or cheer for her or root for her the same way they did Caitlin Clark last year in college? Why not? I think she's more polished. I think she has more of a complete game. I do. Like I see her use both hands. She like to Stephen's point. Shannon's point. She plays defense. Um, we see her do her floaters, her jump shots, mid range. Like she can do more than just shoot the three. I'm not saying Caitlin can't shoot a floater, you guys. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, as a whole, I feel like Caitlin's style of play is more flashy, more, I'm not saying, I don't mean she's flashy, I mean her style of play is more flashy. People like to see the threes from 100 feet back, the half court shots. People like those things more so than watching somebody who is like an Asia Wilson. And again, I love Asia Wilson, but I know that you guys in the comments always saying, oh, but Asia Wilson, nobody wants to see her rebound and dominate around the rim. To me, I love basketball, so I want to see it all. I want to see somebody who can crash the boards. I want to see somebody who can, box out. I want to see somebody play some hard nosed defense. I want to see somebody find their way, use their handles, and get around. I want to see every single bit of it in watching the game. I don't want to just see somebody shoot threes or just floaters or, just spot up corner threes. I don't want to see just one of anything personally. I like some variety and, creativity and versatility when I'm watching the game, So personally, I don't see why, and I knew this was going to happen. Why is it like Juju Watkins cannot be creating her own path, blazing her own trail? Why does it have to be now the comparison between Juju and Caitlin Clark? I don't hear anybody comparing Caitlin Clark to Paige Buckers at all. I don't hear it. I don't know why that is, obviously, because what I heard, was if Paige didn't get hurt, then Caitlin Clark may not have been who she was. I mean, who shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? Like hindsight is 2020. We'll never know because the fact is that she was hurt. So we can't sit here and say what would have or could or shouldn't have been. That's something that I've read online a few times and I've seen in like different comments on different, social media platforms. But I hate this whole narrative and this is the one thing that irritates me about this channel. It's like, why can't we just support and uplift the sport of basketball? Why does it always have to be Caitlin Clark? Oh, injuries. Oh, it's Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark, Paige Buckers. Now Juju's in a whole different lane, trying to, get to, win the championship in college and, eventually, move on to the WNBA. Like, why? And again, this is her second year. So homegirl has a high ceiling. Okay, say what you guys want, but you were not talking about Caitlin, her first and second year in college. You guys have been talking about her more so like the last year and a half to 2 years, more so, especially after that game with the whole "you can't see me." Most of Caitlin was not really trending all over the way she is now, and there's no shade to her. I'm saying by that because obviously she grew and in popularity and things like that. But Juju has had hype since she was in high school. There is a difference there. So if we're going to be comparing people or saying that we shouldn't compare anybody and she doesn't deserve to be talked to in the same light as Caitlin Clark, this is part of the problem. This is why players feel the way they do, why they may seem to come across as angry and bitter. When you hear people say things like this, it's like you're putting one person down. Now, if Juju was to respond and defend herself, the headline would be Juju's hating on Caitlin Clark or something like that. But why even put that comparison narrative out there? It's like Caitlin's going with a second year in WNBA. Like we've seen her training. She's a new coach. Hopefully they get further in the playoffs than they did last season. Indiana Fever, she got into the playoffs for the first time in many, many years. Like let's celebrate. She dominated, broke all kinds of rookie records that hadn't been broken. Like Juju, I think, just broke one of Caitlin's college records. Like, and she still has a few more years to go unless she decides to leave early, and we'll see what happens. But I don't think they can actually do that when it comes to women. The men can leave early, but I don't think the women can. So if this is like her floor, right? If this is her floor, and she's already breaking some of Caitlin Clark's records, I'm not saying she was trying to, but it's the fact that she has broken one of her records. So if this is her floor and she continues to ascend and rise, why should we not talk about her? Why should we not talk about anybody who is dominating in college basketball, be it black, white, Asian, purple, gray? I don't really care what the color is. If you are a force to be reckoned with and you are talented and you are leading the pack, or one of the people leading the pack, by the way, because Juju is all over the place now. Like she's growing in popularity, especially as the season continues to go. I don't like this whole narrative that we try to push, black versus white. One's more talented, one's not. You're up here, but she's down here. Like all these different things just add and feed the narrative and the negativity that we constantly see spewing from people online. And it's just enough is enough. Like I get the whole clickbait thing because people care about Caitlin Clark. So when you say that, people are gonna click on it and go like in the comments, yeah, she'll never be this and all these different things. You can never say what someone will never be, especially in their second year of college, assuming she stays healthy. Why sit there and say what she can't be? I mean, does he have some sort of crystal ball, like to say that she can't, surpass Caitlin Clark? I don't know, unless he has some sort of inside, information that is not privy to us, in the outside regular world. I don't know. Let me know. But what do you guys think about this whole foolishness? I knew it was coming, you guys. I'm sick of it already. You know what I mean? I'm so sick of it. But hey, this is the world we live in. This is social media. This is the media. This is the new media. What do you guys think though about this whole topic? Let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy holidays.